Good morning, all of you. Myself, Dr. Sudharani V from the SR University. And I'm very happy to share with you all that I'm going to start my new course videos on the cloud computing, especially on the practical part of you. I'm concentrating this time. And these videos are really going to helpful for all the BTech and the MTech students, those who are enrolled with the cloud computing course. So today I'm going to start the introduction of cloud practical, and here I'm doing the live practicals and explaining you how we are going to work on the AWS console. Let me share my screen and explain you how we are going to work on the AWS. This is the AWS Academic Cloud Foundation environment where we people are going to work on this. And this is the Canvas environment. So we are having all the different tabs like announcement modules, grades, collaboration, assignments, and everything. And if you see here, let me check the AWS tabs what we are having. And these are the some tabs related to the certifications and related to the lab project and related to the learners lab. We are having the different tabs. Once we make the practicals and learn on the learners lab, after completing our course, then we can go with the certifications like cloud development. These are the basic certifications where we can do, and we even can do the lab projects also. If time permits, I will do the live demo and explain you how to generate the development course certification as well as the lab certification. Now let's start with the learners lab environment where we are actually going to perform the live practicals. Okay. So this is the environment, and here we are having the different modules. Let's start the modules. Okay. So let's check one after another tab. If you see here, we are having the course welcome and overview. These are the tabs. These all are the tabs related to the courses. Let's see. Pre-course survey, AWS Academy Learners Lab Educators Guide, especially the students or the faculty, those who are first time working on the AWS, please take some time and try to read all the tabs. Then only you can understand from where you have to start and how you can perfectly do the practicals. So AWS Academy Learners Lab Student Guide. And the second one is AWS Academic Learners Lab Compliance and Security. Learn how to efficiently use the AWS Academic Learn. Here we are having so many guidelines, step-by-step procedure with videos. Really, it is going to be helpful. And module knowledge check. You can, after reading all these things, you can also check by yourself by attempting some questions. And where the score should be always more than 70%, then only you will get the certification. And AWS Learners Lab. This one is the actual platform where we have to work on the AWS Learners Lab. I will tell you after explaining all these tabs. Here we are having a demo how to access Learners Lab, demo general troubleshooting tips, how to launch service through AWS Console, Learner Lab activity, and after performing all the courses, here we are having the feedback survey, and we are having FAQs, free access to AWS Skill Builder. So now let us check one after another. Let's see what we are having in the pre-course survey. So in the pre-course survey, we are having some questions where it is having where the questions will be useful for the pre-course survey. Let's check. See. Please select all the reasons that you choose to enroll in this course. So when the people are going to start with the AWS courses, they are taking our requirements as the survey, and according to that, they may guide us. So for what I chosen this course, engage in lifelong learning, advance my career, prepare for a career change, advance my formal education. I'm curious about the content, just looking around. For myself as a faculty, I always want to advance my career. Personally, I like the cloud. It is just like the challenging subject, where only few people can handle the subject, especially the practical. Coming to the practical point of view, only the few people can do the hands-on sessions. It is very interesting and very useful. So I can suggest every faculty to please learn the practical sessions of the cloud and explain the students. So obviously, advance my career. So next question is, how familiar are you with cloud computing technology? I'm extremely familiar with cloud computing technology, somewhat familiar with cloud computing technology. I'm not familiar with cloud computing technology. So I'm teaching this subject second time, so I can tell I'm somewhat familiar with the cloud computing technology. How familiar are you with AWS? Amazon Web Service. Coming to the Amazon Web Service, actually the cloud service providers, we are having the different cloud service providers, and among that, the topmost listed cloud service providers, we can easily tell like Amazon Web Service and Azure, Microsoft Azure, and the Google Cloud Platform. So these are the three topmost cloud services. Among that, we chosen AWS, that is the Amazon Web Service, to do the practical session. So here the answer is, I'm extremely familiar. I'm somewhat. I'm not familiar. So I can tell I'm somewhat familiar with the Amazon Web Services. How much of the course do you plan to complete? So if you tell the cloud is just like the ocean. Why? Because we are now traveling with the cloud. Now, everything, when we see the e commerce websites and everywhere, easily we can see that now we are living and traveling with the cloud. So, I cannot share that with only some topics or with only some content uh, we are going to complete entire course. So it is continuous process. Learning the cloud and practicing on the cloud is just like the continuous process, where we cannot simply say after completing 3 or 4 chapters we are going to wind up the syllabus. So we cannot. So how much of course do you plan to complete? Means obviously, I can say some of the course. I'm not sure it. I do not plan to complete the whole course. I do not plan to complete the whole course because I'll keep on learning the advanced content of the cloud. What level of cloud computing knowledge and skills do you expect from this course? So not a beginning, advanced, and the intermediate means I said that we are traveling and we are living with the cloud. So advanced level means only by this course I cannot assure that I'm going to get the advanced contents. So I can tell intermediate level of skills I'm going to learn. How likely are you to sign up for AWS certification testing following course? I have already signed up. I'm likely to sign up. I'm not sure it. I do not plan to sign up for certification testing. See here, now I enroll this course. So I want to learn some contents and I want to learn some practical sessions. So without learning and without doing the hands-on sessions, how can I go sign up for the certification testing? And I cannot get a proper result also if I sign for the certification testing. So better like I do not want to plan to sign up for the certification testing. I will do the certification testing, but not now. After completing at least one course, I'm going to sign up for the certification testing. Is anything else you would like us to know about your motivation to practice in this course? So what shall I write? Cloud computing is very useful course. Is very useful and trending course. And trending course. Trending course for UG and PG students in computer science. So it is very useful and trending courses for UG and PG students, and so it will be very helpful for all the persons, even the faculty also. So let's submit the quiz. Let's submit the quiz and let's check uh, what we are going to get. Mm, the main thing for the access to the AWS is the internet should be more proper, connection should be more proper. Then only we can able to access, or else always you choose to struck. Okay, now here we are having the AWS Academics Learners Lab. We are having some guidelines, table of contents we are having. So we are having the table of contents like introduction, set up login into your AWS academic account, access an AWS Academics Learners Lab, using a Learners Lab, how to effectively use the Academic Learners Lab, need help. So clear instructions with screenshots we are having. It is really going to help everyone. It is very useful. See, now just now I said that here we have to give, access, then only we are able to see. Parallelly, I will show you theoretically, and also parallelly I will try to show you how we are going to be logging. See, just click on any link of AWS. How I am going to be logging. Already it was already I was logging, so directly it is coming. Okay, so like this we are once we enroll in the course now, like this we are getting the educator as well as the student login. So obviously we are in the student login. Once we enroll the course, it will be in the student login. So we have to give the credentials of our email as well as the password. And if we click on the login, then we are able to enter into this console. So these are the dashboard. Just now I shown you the dashboard. What are the tabs we are having, like Learners Lab platform, like cloud developing basic certifications, like that. We are having the different tabs. And we are having just now which we open up student guide. We are having in the student guide, we are able to when we are doing the practicals, whatever the doubt we are getting, we can directly go to the student guide, and we can check whatever we how we are going to solve the things. See, this all are the student guide where we can check. After the student guide, first whatever the tabs I shown you, one after one another it is getting. So AWS Academic Learners Lab, this is the platform where we are going to work on the things. After the learners lab, we are having the module knowledge check where we are getting some questions, and after attempting the questions, we can get the certification. That also we can do. After completing one course, I will show you how to start. And this is the actual environment of the learners lab where we are going to work on. This is the actual environment of the learners lab. Let's check one after another. Actually, this is the student view. So we are having the assignments, enrollment. See the tab. Enrollment here. This all are my students. These all are my students, MTech and MCA students, those who enroll for this course. So these are their mail IDs, and these are their IDs, name, mail IDs, and they can set their own passwords. So these all are the entries of enrollment, those who are enrolling my course. In the dashboard, actually, this is the dashboard environment where we can start and stop the lab. See, you can see this ends at June 30, 2026 because my course or this semester for my students is going to be end in the last of May. So I given my course up to the June 30. Lab timing. So lab time period. See, we can see in the minutes. This is myself, who student, this is myself, Dr. V. Sudharani, who used the lab minutes for 11-20 minutes. Up to now, I used. So every details we can see here. These are the student details. See, 102 student, they used. Once we enroll with this login credentials, after going to home also, students can happily do their practicals. So this is my class. This is my class view. The students, those who enroll to this subject course, these are the details of the students. And let's come to the session. Let's come to the sessions. We not set any sessions. Whenever we are going to get the lab, we are going to do. And see, these are the accounts, lab cost, Azure lab cost, lab timing, learners, assignments. These are the different tabs. So now let us going to start doing the some small practical. Just wait until we get the tabs to start the lab. See, here I have already consumed $20.1 out of $50. When we are enrolling into course, our defaultly we used to get the $50. And how we are consuming, how we are when we are working much on that, we are going to consume all the dollars. Half of the dollars I already consumed, and I still has to work on 1.5 months for the students. And see, here is the timing which when we start lab and end lab. And this is a start lab. Very, very, very important thing for all the faculty and the students is once we start the lab, don't forget in the lab. If you are not ending the lab, if you are not after our practical, if you forget to end the lab, background, the dollars used to be consumed defaultly. So take care that once you are starting the lab, definitely you have to end your lab or else your dollars used to be consumed. So this is the main window where we have to start the practical. This is the AWS console, and defaultly it will be in the red dot. If it is in the red dot, then we should understand that it is not working. That is the halt stage. So this was already dead, and we have to start doing the lab. So when you want to start doing the lab, just click on that. It will turn into your lab has not started. Please click on the lab in order to okay. So start lab. I now start lab. See, start lab, immediately the red dot is converted to yellow. Just wait until it goes to the green. It takes little bit of time to convert into the green. I said you right. To access with the AWS platform, we need much patience because if our connection is not proper, immediate access we cannot get. We should wait for some time until this yellow dot is going to be turned into the green. Fine. See this yellow dot, first it was in the red, then it converts to yellow, now it converts to green. Means your lab was started, and your dollars consumption is also start. Don't forget that. Your dollar consumption is also start. Okay, now let's click on this green bar, entering into the AWS console. This is the AWS console. Actually, this is the AWS console where we are going to create the elastic bean stacks, EC2s, S3s, so many. We are going to work here. And as I said, it is very interesting sessions when we are practically doing on the uh, AWS console. Just I want to show you the things. See, whatever we want, already I worked on the elastic bean stacks, EC2 and S3. That's why only here I'm getting the tab, or else for the new users now, we don't get this all the tabs directly. Here we have to search. Now let us start today's session by simply creating some EC2 instance. So for this, here I have to search for the EC2. Defaultly we don't get, and here we have to search in the search bar. Then only we are having the things. See here we are having the EC2 console. Just click on that. See, this is the why my $20 has consumed means. See here, I did a very mistake. Why? Because see, background two instances are in running state. Just imagine from last 3 days, if two instances are keep on running, how my dollars are going to be consumed. That the mistake I did. So once you are creating your instances, either they are the EC2 instances or S3 buckets or elastic beanstalks or what SNS or whatever the things you are starting working on, after your practical, please terminate them. Terminate them and end the lab properly. Then only your dollars are going to be preserved safely for the 6 months, or else it is going to be consumed. See this thing when you are starting the EC2, right? This instance running should be 0. Now it is my laptop is showing that instances running is 2. Means from last 3 or 4 days, my instances are running background. So it will make the system slow as well as consume all your dollars. So first let's terminate. See, if I click on the EC2, see here, they are in the running stage. How when they are even 3 that micro, they are going to consume lot of dollars. First, let me terminate my EC2, then starts with. I clicked on my EC2 console and going to the instance state. Here we are having the terminate or the delete instance. Click on that terminate. See, here it is showing successfully initiated termination detection, but again it takes some time to terminate the thing. Let's do the second one also. Click on that and go to instance state and click on the terminate. Terminate. It is showing that it was initiated. See here, instant is shutting down, shutting down, shutting down. It takes few seconds and sometimes it takes minutes also to terminate. Just wait until it terminate. If it is taking much time, then here we are having the refreshing button. See, a refreshing button. Now, no instances are there. Just check it once again to confirm whether the instances are there or not. Just go to the left panel. Here we are having the instances. Click on that. See the status. This is terminated. This is terminated and is shutting down. If you want clarity, again click here. Again go to instance state and again you can terminate. It should be always 0. It should be that the instances running behind the screen should be always 0. See, again it is showing us running. Okay, it takes little bit of time. Already it is under the process. It takes little bit of time. Meanwhile, let us go to have to create the new instance. So after entering into this console environment, we want to create the EC2. This is a basic thing in cloud computing practicals, creating the EC2. This is a default thing, whatever the practicals we want to do, this is the default thing to create the EC2. Okay, let us start. Let us start how to create the new EC2. For that, here we are having launch instance. Click on launch instance. Launch instance. This is the launch instance console where we are going to create our new EC2. And this is the compulsory thing to give the name of the EC2. And one point you all the people have to remember that EC2 name should be unique one. It should not be matched with any other name in the networking or the previous name within the networking or within your system. So always it should be unique. So to give the unique, we can tag with our present date and with our ID. So it will be unique. For example, my employee ID is 3149. So I'm tagging with my today's date, that is 2003. So this name I'm going to, or else simply I'm going to give like server. Today's date is what? 2003 2026. If I'm going to give like this, it will be unique and no matching with the other things. So this is the name. And see here, this is a very interesting part in the cloud where we are having so many different operating systems which we want to work on happily. So let us see Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows Microsoft, Red Hat, Linux, Debian. We are having so many operating systems. Wherever we want to work, we can work happily. So let us select Windows operating system. See, my networking today, my network is very slow. So here you can see after selecting the Microsoft Windows, here see you can see all the details like description. See here Microsoft Windows 2025, which edition we are using, and what are the architecture we are using. We are using 64-bit architecture, AMI ID, publishing date, everything we can see, publishing date, username, everything we can see, all the details. And this side you can see the summary of software image AMI. So which software AMI they are using, virtual server top, what is a virtual server top, that type, that is a T3 dot micro, firewall, storage volumes is up to 30 gig. So you can see all the details clearly. And coming to the type of instance type, we are having defaultly it is having like T3 dot micro. If you want to check, you can check with different instance types. And here are some instance types like T3 dot nano, T3 dot micro, T3 dot small, according to your usage, according to the usage, and according to our course limitations, we can choose which one we want. So defaultly, we are working with the T3, which is free tier eligible. So we are working with the T3 dot micro. And into the key pair, and now the key pair is not required. Whenever it is requiring, I will tell you how to use the key pair. And here to create EC2 or anything, see all the we have to allow all the HTTPs, all the HTTPs. Fine. So like this, we are going to create the launch instance. See, key pair. So you can go with selecting existing key pair. See, it is asking to select any one key pair. So existing key pair I selected. When you people are following my videos step by step, I can explain you what is a key pair, when we have to choose the existing key pair, and when we have to choose the new key pair, and without key pair, for which operating system we have to use which key pair. Everything I will show you in next practicals. See, successfully initiated launch of instance. My EC2 instance was successfully launched. Now click on this. This is actually the very important part of the creation of EC2. See, this is the entire overall summary of my EC2 instance. Here you people will get all the information related to the EC2. See here instance, and all these things we are going to be work in our next one after one another practical. So you people please remember what are these all the different options. See here instance ID. So here my instance is EC2 instance which I created now. And for my instance EC2, one separate ID was created. That is the instance ID. And host name type. What is a host name? uh, Private resource DNS names, IPv4A defaultly, auto assigned IP address, IAM role. Next, coming to this one, public IPv4 address. This is the public IPv4 address. Instance state running. Just now I said, no, we just created the instances. So it is on the running stage. Private IP DNS name, IPv4 only, and instance type. I already explained this T3 dot micro. Defaultly, we used to select T3 dot micro. VPC, virtual private cloud ID. We are in the next practical. I will also show you how to create the VPC, virtual private cloud. This is a VPC ID, subnets, and instant ARN. See, this is all about the public IPv4 address details. And coming to this one is the private IPv4 address. So private IPv4 address also we are having separate address, public DNS, elastic IP addresses, AWS compute optimizer finding, auto scaling group name managed. So all this information is related to the instance. See here, we are also having the different things, instant details, AMI name, and stop protection is disabled, instant reboot migration. Next one, state transition region, monitoring is disabled, allowed images, launch time. See, when we launch, today is, that is Friday, March 2026, that is at 8:13. We created our instance at 8:13. So instant auto recovery default, credit specification, user usage operation, platform details, we chosen the Windows operating system, termination protection is disabled, AMI locations, life cycle, keeper assigned to launch. See, here I chosen keeper as okay. I will tell the reason why I chosen that and what are the different keepers we are having. I will explain in the next classes. So these are every minute information related to the instant whatever I selected was displayed here. And this is all the information related to the details. And coming to the status and the alarm, status check detects problems that may impair. So when we are impairing with some another things, then we are getting the alarms. Monitoring. See, this is the clear, minute monitoring from bit to bit when we stop. See, CPU utilization percentage. See, 19 percentage we 19 percentage we are having, 9.5 we utilize, 0%. Network in bytes, how many bytes we are having, 2.272 M, and 1.136 M we consumed, and network code bytes are 182.1K, in that we use 91.04K, and network packets count 1.87K. See, every information related to the instance and the network, whatever we are using, everything we can check. And first hour, third hour, 12 hours, like this we are also having bit by bit monitoring, and network packets out, metadata, no token, CPU credit usage, CPU credit balance, every minute information is going to be recorded in the monitoring tab. Now let us come to the security tab. In the security tab, we are having the information like security details, IAM role, security group, owner ID, launch time, and see here what are the port ranges, protocols, source, security group. We are having every information related to networking can be there. So, people, I think you all people understands today's practical. Um, my connection was disabled just now. Again, I will share the screen. Okay, so this is about how we are going to create the instance. Now let us go back and check what is my instance stage. Here you can check now. See, let us see. Here I'm having today's which instance I created today. Let's check this one. Let's check this one. So instances. Today yes, done. So this is my today's instance server 2003 See, this is still showing. This is running, and this one is running, and this one is also running. So some what will happen means some instances it takes little bit of time to terminate. And totally how many instances I'm having? Let's check how many instances I'm having. Under the running stage, how many instances are having? So these are the different instances I'm having. Now let us terminate my instance which is created today. This is server 2003. So click on that, go to instance tab, click on terminate. Terminate. So like this, after we are working, we have to terminate. We have to terminate all the instances, or else it is going our dollars are going to be consumed fastly. Just click on the refresh. Due to my networking, it is not performing all the actions quickly. See, still it is showing shutting down. It is showing shutting down. See, here we are having one more option. If for same instance, if we are getting much time now, it will show the force terminate. We can click force terminate. We can also go with the force terminate. If the networking is fast, then only the things will be made quickly. So this is the way how we have to terminate the instances. So it is, if we click on the force termination also, it is taking much time, maybe due to my network problem. See here, instances running. How many we are having? Oh, all that previous one all are terminated, and we are having two more instances to be terminated. First, let us click on top instances, top. So this is running from long back. It is also not supporting for the terminate. Let's force terminate them. And then go to the EC2. See here, if I go to EC2, still it is showing like two instances are running. But if I open here, I'm not able to see any instances. So better to refresh here. See, I refreshed here, then now my instances become 0. So like this, after working on the EC2, please all of you terminate your instances, and now go to my practical is complete. As I said, see, as I said, I have to end the lab, or else my dollars used to be consumed fastly. So after completing your lab, please click on end lab. Are you sure you want to end lab? Yes. See, now again the dot is turned to yellow. So this is the see. Now the dot is turned to red, means successfully we ended the lab. You people may get one doubt that when we open this console, we are having the red dot, but dollars are consumed fastly. How? Means this state of the AWS console is in the stopped stage only, but our dollars are consuming, means what the mistake I did, it was ended, the lab was ended, but internally my EC2s, my instances are in the running stage only. So that's the reason, for example, small example I want to tell. When you forget to switch off your lights and fans while you are going to some outstation, you forget to switch off the lights and fans, and simply you keep the lock to your door perfectly and you went to your hometown, and after coming back, you seen when you open the door, you seen your lights and fans are still continuing. Just imagine, will you get your current bill or not? The same way, even though if you end your lab properly also, if you're not shutting down or not terminating your instances, then the dollars used to be consumed fastly. So don't forget to terminate your instances, and don't forget to terminate your lab properly. So this is today's practical. Have to open your AWS console and have to create simple EC2 instances. Hope you people understand. And in the next video, I will come up with one more practical. How to create S3 or how to create Elastic Beanstalk. Thank you all.